A real quick announcement before this episode starts. Wanted to let everybody know around 25 minutes into the episode, my microphone actually dies. So there's a definite change in audio quality on my end. I didn't even notice at first. We figured it out like 10 minutes later that my microphone wasn't recording. So we took like 5 minutes. We fixed it. And then we got everything fixed. It sounds good again. So you'll definitely be able to notice a difference in quality, but then after about 10 minutes, like I said, it goes back to normal. So hopefully you still enjoy the episode. And here we are. All right, episode 2 of the Small Ears podcast. Here we are.
We're back.
We are back. You know, it's been a good week. I've been getting really good feedback on the first episode.
Yeah, I was just saying this to Josh. Who's ever listening to this needs to like really just stop.
Think about their life.
Well, it's not even that. I'm just like, why? I thought that this might have gone like mom, dad, like Sean and Matt, and that was more for support. And like, granted, we sent it to people like, hey, listen to it.
Yeah.
But the numbers on this, man, we're like number 4 in the country.
Well, you know, you know what's funny? Dad didn't even know about it up until Monday. Like this past Monday, I
thought I told him.
Neither of us did apparently. Like Mom knew, I told her, but I came home from grappling and we were eating dinner, and they were like, "Oh, so what are you doing on Wednesday?" And I said, "Oh, I'm going over Brian and Rachel's again, and you know, we're going to hang out and we're going to record the podcast." And Dad just looked at me. And I said, "Wait, you didn't know?" And he just looked at me and just said, "No, is that what you guys did?"
Yep, that's what we did. They did text me after you left, and it was like, and I forget who said it, if it was Mom or Dad. They were like, "Thanks for having him over. What a blessing," or something. I was like, this was for business.
This is
not
business
pleasure.
purposes only.
Yeah.
No bonding at all.
No.
Only business.
Yeah, only business, man.
No, but dude, I've been getting like really good feedback on the first episode. You know, we've been sending it to a lot of people.
I think I think
everybody who sent it to listen to it.
Yeah, Josh listened to it, and he gave us 2 stars on Spotify.
Well, that's that's an accurate rating.
Yeah.
I don't know why anybody would give it above 1 star.
Don't rate it.
Just don't rate it.
Like,
there's no reason to rate it.
No. Yeah, it's been an interesting week. I think I was excited to see if we could record episode 2, and just like going from episode 1 kind of thinking like, hey, is this even something that I want to keep doing? And I had a lot of fun with you last week, and hopefully less people listen this week, so we can.
Hey, we'll do.
I just want to be able to talk about who I voted for. So.
Oh, I think it's time to go. Well, everybody, thanks for listening. Hopefully, we'll be on again next week. No, but I would love to make this a weekly thing, and obviously, we don't know if we can do it weekly because life is kind of crazy right now. But I mean, it'd be really nice to send out an episode a week, and we'll be able to really set in stone like where we're going to record.
Yeah. As much as I hate it,
I want to get more microphones and stuff eventually.
Yeah, well,
but
as much
expensive.
as I would hate this, but I mean, if needed, if we get into like a groove of like every week and then something came up, we could always do it like on Zoom. People do that all the time. It's not as good, but
well, and truthfully, if it's something that we know we won't be able to do it the next week, we could like record 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
We could record 2 and just put it out. So that's totally doable.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so I had a couple of things I wanted to talk about this episode. The number 1 thing on my podcast topics list. It's your birthday.
Yes, it is my birthday.
Big happy birthday
to
Joshua Luke Cummings.
Thank you.
Who lives at but
we are recording this on the day of my birthday.
Yes. Did you like the cupcake I got for you?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
I have never been a huge fan of cupcakes because I think
it's a cake.
I know, but I always think the ratio of icing and cake is a little off. I think there's too much icing.
You do
cupcakes.
have the choice to just eat less icing, right?
That's true, but also eating cupcakes is very difficult because it can get all over your hands, and I don't have a huge mouth, so if I bite it, icing gets on my lips and my face, and I don't like that.
I get it, but you're creating problems. Like, just enjoy.
What do you mean I'm creating problems?
Just enjoy the cupcake.
No. If
That's my point.
No.
Just enjoy it.
Well, okay. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it because I did. It was a good cupcake. It was red velvet. I've never had red velvet before. So
that wasn't the only one I got him, by the way. I got an assortment. I got 6 cupcakes, and he chose the red velvet one. So
I didn't know it was red velvet at first.
I told you it was.
But it was, it was my first time having it, and I didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah, no, red velvet's weird because the icing is like cream cheese icing, so it's like
I thought that was good.
it is,
but
it's different.
It is
I'm saying,
different.
if you're not used to it and you have it, you're gonna be like, oh, that's
it definitely had a different twang to it, but yeah. I did enjoy it.
Twang. So I just wanted to wish Joshy a happy birthday. Happy
Thank
the
you.
Big 2-1.
Yeah, I'm 21.
21.
I'm 21. 9 plus 10.
I'm not doing that. Yeah, dude. So I mean, how's your birthday been today? You have a good day?
Pretty good. I mean, I haven't really done much as far as if I'm like comparing this year to previous years. On my actual birthday, I think this year and last year were just kind of the same. My day.
Yeah.
It was just normal, except
welcome to being an adult, buddy.
Except my breakfast every single year has been the same thing for my entire life. Toaster strudels for breakfast.
On your birthday?
On my birthday.
You know what I got for my birthday breakfast this year?
Probably a bagel with cream cheese or something.
No, nothing.
Oh.
I got to wake up on a Monday and go to work.
Well, I said
cup of coffee.
I said bagel and cream cheese because that seemed like really standard for I just thought of a standard breakfast.
I don't eat breakfast.
Oh. Well, no, I asked. She was like, my mom asked me. She said, "What do you want for your birthday breakfast? Because we're not going to be eating dinner together because you're going over Brian's." I said, "Toaster strudels. Are you kidding me? It's the thing I eat every single year."
Since you're not having a birthday dinner tonight, what I'm sure mom's going to do something. So
yeah. So what mom is doing right now, she's cooking the penne and broccoli for me
with the red pepper
flakes
yeah.
and the lemon. That's like one of my favorite meals that she makes.
Mm-hmm. Is that for tomorrow?
That's for tomorrow.
Nice.
So
wait, we'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have that the next, and she usually makes it in big batches, so I can have it for dinner and I can have it as leftovers, and that stuff is probably some of the best leftovers you can have.
It's so good.
It lasts, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it lasts like 2 months.
yeah, it does. No, but dude, I love that stuff. But my day, it's been really nice. I didn't have to go into work. Like, obviously I make my own schedule, so I didn't go into work. I got to sleep in. I got my hair cut. I did clock in to work just for a little bit.
Yeah.
To get some stuff
Working
done.
on some projects and stuff.
Work on some projects because we got a lot going on.
I wish my job was that flexible.
Oh, dude, it's so nice.
I know.
It's so
I know
nice.
it is. I know. But it's just like, that's all I want, man.
Well, if you think about it, my job is really nice because it's flexible and it's stuff that I love doing. But dude, if I had a family, if I was living on my own, I would have to have like 3 jobs right now. Seriously, I would have to have 3 jobs because this job could not support me on my own.
Well, I know, but I'm saying in your state of life.
Oh, it's amazing.
Perfect.
It's amazing.
But even for me, like with a family, with payments and with bills and stuff, like there are jobs out there in my field in IT, and especially in IT, but really in anything that you look on like Indeed or LinkedIn. And it's like, I mean, now there's always problems with those jobs, but you see like flexible schedule, unlimited PTO.
Yeah.
So like, obviously you have unlimited PTO in a year.
Yeah.
You can't take off the entire year. You just can't, because the job is relying on you getting your job done.
Yes.
But
yes,
they're not going to deny you the PTO request if you have your work completed or if you're doing a good job. So it's like, I don't know. It's as I'm kind of like growing up a little bit and like kind of looking at my career, I'm very happy where I'm at right now. I'm very happy with my schedule, but definitely not what I want to be doing the rest of my life.
Absolutely.
Like I want to be able to, like, Dad, before working from home was a thing, Dad worked from home on Fridays every single day, every single Friday.
That's all I remember growing up.
Right. And the only reason he wouldn't is if he was traveling for work. And that was like, what, once every 3 months, maybe?
I think earlier it
When
was like
I
once
was-
a month.
When I was little, it was more frequently.
Yeah.
But then, like when you were born, it was
Yeah.
dad's position change and stuff. But I think, like, I mean, his job's so stressful and stuff. But like, he had that one day where he could work from home.
Yeah.
Before that was even a thing, and nowadays, like, really because of COVID now, like,
So many people are working.
It's
from
like,
home.
oh, just work from home, and I do. I'm not going to complain. Like, I work from home every chance I get.
Yeah.
But I would like to just be able to. I would like to work from home full time.
Dude,
Go into the office maybe once a week.
truthfully, my position is, I just call it a hybrid position.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
there are days where I never have to go into the office.
Yeah.
I never have to. But I try to go into the office at least or at most 2 days a week.
Yeah, make people see you.
Make people see me, but also
I am still alive.
my friend who I work with, we work
Oh,
together
yeah,
on
yeah.
the projects and stuff. It's good that we
But
have.
you also go to events and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
And you,
I
like,
have
film
to
and-
I have to film events and stuff like that. But dude, a ton of my work, like, I edit at home. I organize at home.
But
It's
that's
really
the
nice.
cool thing about your job too is like, and really, I mean, any company could do this. Not that they should or not that they will, but any company with that kind of job, hey, you got to come into the office to collaborate with meetings and whatever.
Yeah.
You go to events, but when it's editing time, you have a station at home. Just do it at home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who cares? Like,
Yep.
even meetings nowadays. Like, it's such an old school thing, like, that we just don't need to conform to anymore. Why do we have to be in the office? And then, you look at, like, people leaving their jobs. Like, what was it called? It's kind of ending now, but it was the Great Resignation. It happened like last year. Well, it actually happened this year,
Right.
but it had started last year. Yeah, it was just all these people just like straight up leaving their jobs with no job to go to. That was like the big deal with this,
Yeah.
because people would just be like, oh, wait, I can't work from home full time. And the company would be like, no, you got to come back into the office.
Yeah.
COVID's over. And they'd be like, okay, I quit then.
Yeah.
And then
People just got so used to.
Right. And I'm sure most of those people have found jobs again,
I'm sure, but
I couldn't imagine just leaving my job without a backup.
I think that state. I think that state of mind is horrible. That is
and that's
awful.
all you see on
you
LinkedIn.
get used to laziness
Yeah.
almost.
It's so funny.
You
It's
cling
like,
to that.
yeah, but it's like, dude, we were watching, we watched, what's wait, hold on. We, All Quiet on the Western Front.
Oh, that's
It's a new war movie on
yeah.
Netflix.
Isn't that really intense?
So, okay, so I'll get into that later, but,
Okay.
because I do want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, because I want to watch that.
Yeah, so Rachel and I watched it last night, and well, we watched part of it, but I was thinking about watching this, and it's like these really young kids. This kid like lied on his application to join them. It's on the German side. It's from the German perspective.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's German soldiers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's World War One, and but anyway, it's crazy to think like these people are sitting there like lying to get into the army because they just want to serve their country.
Yeah.
And that was on the German side. That was on the English side.
Yeah.
And then World War II was the same thing.
was all
American
around.
side, people just wanted to go serve their country. It was their duty. And now, oh, I can't work from home. I'm going to quit. And then make a long post about it on LinkedIn and say that this company is like, come on. I'm not saying like that's not valid, because it is. You should have stuff, but like, just stick around until you find another job. That I don't understand. That mindset.
It's laziness, dude.
Oh,
It's
it's not good for my
slothfulness.
mental health. Oh, then find another job. There's nothing wrong with finding another job, but chill. Like
People be complaining about
Yeah.
their mental health working in like a bagel shop. Then
Yeah.
you have like coal miners getting black lung. Like
frackers in PA.
you just get people
That
with the
Fetterman's
most.
gonna get rid of now.
Dude, you get people with the
Did you
most
see that?
grueling jobs.
Did you see that clip on YouTube of Fetterman like talking about fracking?
No.
It's the funniest thing. He's like, it was in like the debate, and they ask him about fracking, and they're like, so yeah, pretty publicly, like a couple of years ago, you said that you were against fracking, and he's like, they play a clip of him, and he's like, I am
Yeah.
not for fracking at all. And he goes, well, so I am for fracking. Like he had like no rebuttal. He just kind of like changed what he said. It was so funny. But no, it's one of those things where, I mean, I'm not trying to say that people leaving their jobs for a better opportunity is bad. It's
No,
not.
that's not bad at all.
I will never understand people leaving their job without something to go to. If that person does not have, it's their life, whatever. But like, if I left my job now, my family would starve.
Yeah. Yeah, and that'd be extremely irresponsible.
Well, it's right. But like, if Rachel was working and then she left her job with nothing to go to, we'd be okay. Not, she's not working right now. She's a stay-at-home mom right now. But the point is, like, I've seen posts on LinkedIn of people, I've been without work for 4 months ever since I left because my company was bad for my mental health. I'm like, dude, why'd you, like, sorry. It's such a tough thing because, like, you can't mess around with mental health, but at the same time, just take a month and just apply. Like, try to find something. I don't know. It's
tough.
Crazy, man.
It's tough trying to weed out who is leaving their jobs for like legit reasons.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it happens where you just something happens and you just can't wait. You have to leave the job, and that's legit. It could be with your mental health. It could be physically, whatever. But there are those people who just say that. And it's
100%.
tough to weed out who's who and who's lying, who's telling the truth, who's doing it just because they don't feel like working there anymore.
But even that, I think we
living
were
off the government cheese. Sweet queso.
Well, what?
That sweet queso.
The queso. There was something kind of ingrained in us growing up, like, and I think everybody kind of, you go to a job, you stay there, and now it's not like that. Like
No.
I don't agree with job hopping. I don't think it's good. I don't think you'll be able to grow that way. But I also don't think it's realistic to expect that people are going to be at the same company for 20, 25 years. I just don't think that's the climate anymore. And I don't think, like, because employers would expect that. I think back,
that was common
10, 20 years ago.
People did that.
Yeah, absolutely. But now with like 401k transfers and everything, it's like, okay, I'll just leave. Like, who cares?
Right.
And, well, that was ridiculous too. Like working in like Chipotle and Chick-fil-A and, Target and everything, like working at those jobs. And I would like put in my 2 weeks and they would be like,
they'd get mad at you.
You're leaving us?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm absolutely leaving.
Yeah. And
I remember like being nervous to go give my 2 weeks for the reason of like, I'm so nervous because they're going to be mad.
Yeah.
And then
and that's not how it should be.
My first real like corporate IT job, I went in to give, I think I gave a month notice.
Yeah.
And I went and I was nervous, but more because it was something new. I wasn't at all nervous about my boss. And he had a great reaction. He was disappointed. He told me, sorry, come back anytime. Thank you for giving us a month. That kind of thing. But like, it's just ridiculous that like those kind of jobs make you feel so bad.
Dude, I saw a video yesterday and it was perfect. And it's this guy and he goes to an employer and he goes, hey, I just want to let you know I'm giving my 2 weeks notice. Mm-hmm. And then the employer says, you're leaving us just like that with no notice? Mm-hmm. And the guy goes, well, this is my notice. I'm giving you 2 weeks. So it's, dude.
Yeah.
I remember being scared of the same thing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like giving your 2 weeks, they shouldn't react like that.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like even at my current job, we've had, I don't know, since I've been here, I've been there actually, what's the date? Oh, yeah, it's your birthday. So the
16th. Yeah.
On next Tuesday will be my 1 year at this company.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. So it's crazy. But in that 1 year, I've seen maybe 3 or 4 people leave the company. Mm-hmm. And, just seeing them firsthand. And I mean, the reaction is always like, what can we do to get you to stay?
Yeah.
But it's never, we're angry at them for leaving.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we can't get you to stay. That's fine. I wish you the best. And then they had for every single person that left, we had a party. And like for them, gave them a cake and just said like, oh, good luck. Bye. Like it's just crazy. I'm happy to work for a good company.
There's a difference. Yeah.
If they're listening to me, this is a great company. But yeah, I did want to get into All Quiet on the Western Front because we were kind of getting into war movies. We watched 1917. the other night.
Yeah.
And I've seen that before. I saw that when it first came out. And I told Rach, like, I could never remember if I've seen 1917 or Dunkirk. Because they came out around the same time.
They came out around the same time. I've seen
and I always got those
1917.
confused.
Yeah.
Right. And so
I've never seen Dunkirk.
we put on 1917. I'm like, I think I've seen this. And then the first scene comes up. I'm like, yep, I've seen it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I guess I haven't seen Dunkirk. So I want to watch that. But there is this scene in 1917 where he's like, I can't even remember the main character's name, but he's walking through and he's like in France and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes into this town and the Germans are chasing him. And he goes like under this house
Oh
in like
my
a crawl
gosh,
space. And there's like
yeah.
the woman with her baby.
That's a great scene.
It's a great scene. Yeah. And the woman's like speaking French and he barely speaks any French, but he's trying to communicate with her. So she's like clearly hungry. So he gives her some of his food.
Yeah.
And then she's like, what about for the baby? And then he remembers like back, 4 or 5 scenes ago.
The milk.
Yeah, he found a cow. They found a farm and he put the cow's milk in his canteen. And so like he had milk for this baby. And it's just it's a really like touching scene. So we're watching this and like, it pulls on your heartstrings a little bit. It's tough to watch and you're we're like, by the way, the movie, I texted you this, is shot beautifully.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my goodness.
They make it so it looks like it's done in one shot.
Well, most of it is. I mean, it's split up, but you watch these like, what, I don't know, 10-minute long
They're
scenes.
very long takes. Very
That's
long
the
takes.
word I'm looking for. Long takes, yeah.
But you'll be able to see
like
the
that
transition
last scene
every
where
once
he's
in a while.
running, that's
Yes.
one take.
Dude, that is so long.
Yeah. So I know the whole movie's not one take, but
Yeah.
it's just beautiful.
They do a good job at hiding it.
But so he gives this milk to this baby, and I'm sitting there, I'm like really like just paying attention. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is such a tough scene to watch. And Rachel's like, that milk probably has so many diseases. I was like, jeez. I mean, she's right. Like
Unpasteurized milk.
it's
dude.
unpasteurized.
We're
Well,
straight from the cow.
No, it's unpasteurized milk in what 1917.
1917.
Like there's nothing. I was like, crap.
That baby ain't lasting,
well,
dude.
probably not because the cold and everything.
Yeah,
but-
that's true.
But like, dude, I was like, oh my goodness. Way
Thanks,
to ruin
Rachel.
It. But I was like, that's not the point. She's right though.
She's right.
So yeah, because of that, we watched All Quiet on the Western Front.
Now, how was
Which-
that movie? Because I
so
really want to see that.
We got an hour through.
How long is it?
It's 2.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna finish
Nice
it.
long
We're
movie.
gonna finish it. So next podcast, I'll tell you about how I feel.
Okay.
But so far, I love it. I mean, it's a little slow
Mm.
and it's kind of tough because it's in German.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's filmed in German.
Ooh.
And so we did it with the British dub
Oh, okay.
and subtitles because
Sometimes it's hard to understand, yeah.
no, pretty much any movie that's like British, Rachel has us turn the subtitles on. Like Dune, we turned the subtitles.
What?
But now Dune, they talk really quiet. I don't know why, but
They talk really quiet and the music is loud.
yeah. So
This
like,
track is loud.
and I don't mind. It's whatever. But like, I kind of wish we just watched it in German with the English subtitles.
That's probably what I'm going to do.
Because the
I like
dub
that.
kind of takes you out of it because it's not the original actors'
Mm-hmm.
voices, and when they talk and their words don't match their lips, it really feels weird.
Yeah.
It's just hard to watch.
That's
So I'm like, I think when we start it up again, I might just turn it to German and then just do. But I didn't know it was German.
yeah, neither
But the
did I
guy who
until you
plays
said that.
Zemo in Civil War,
Is he in it?
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
He's a good actor.
He's kind of a No, he's a pretty decent character. He's like a politician though.
Okay. When does this take place?
So it's the third year of the war, and the war was
World
4
War
years.
One?
World War One.
Okay.
The war was 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not watching the Nazis. It's it's World War One.
Okay.
And it's the German side, and it's really sad because you watch these four. It's really about one kid, but you watch these 4 kids that join the military, the German army, and they're hopeful and they just want to serve their country, and we're gonna invade France for for the fatherland and all that stuff, and it's like crazy, but I don't know what it is, but I never really thought you kind of like villainize the villains. Like we went through school learning about the Axis powers and everything, and thinking like they're all bad. And I know I don't know if that's what you've thought, but I always thought like they're bad. All of them are bad.
Yeah.
And they're not. It's a bad side.
It is a
They were
bad side.
invading France for horrible reasons and everything.
It's their
and
country, though.
right, but these people just wanted to serve their country.
Yeah.
And so they're just following, what they're told essentially. So what the movie is they realize really quick how messed up the war is.
Really?
Well, not like politically, but it's just they're watching
Just war.
all
Yeah.
their friends die and like brutally die, and it was just this crazy, new technologies in the war, trench warfare,
Ooh, dude.
horrible conditions, and in the middle of that, that's what Zemo. He's kind of I guess he's like a politician, but I don't really know, but he's trying to negotiate to stop the war because they're having like 40,000 people per day die.
Yeah.
Something like that, something crazy. So that's where we ended up. So I'm gonna finish it this week, and it was getting late last night. I was like, I gotta go to bed. I have work early. So,
Well, it sounds like a good movie, and it came out recently, right?
yeah. I think it's the German, whatever the studio is. It's like their Oscar contender.
Okay.
Yeah. So they always like release something, but that's what it said in the movie. It's like this is their 2023 Oscar contender.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I love war movies.
Yeah.
War movies are so fun to watch because
Hacksaw Ridge.
oh,
That one's like a war movie, yes, but it's also
I love Hacksaw Ridge.
it's like also just I think it's just a good movie.
It's a great story too. Unbroken is another great one.
Which one's that?
The Olympic runner.
Oh, I
gets
saw
stranded
that.
on the boat and then gets captured by
Yeah.
the Japanese. Dude, what a great movie. What a great movie. So Hacksaw Ridge, Unbroken, those are really good ones. The past year I watched American Sniper. That movie's intense.
That movie made me cry.
That movie is very intense.
Yeah,
And
that
actually,
one's really sad.
When I went to Texas for that wedding,
Mm-hmm.
for my friend's wedding,
Chris Kyle.
we drove on the Chris Kyle Memorial Highway.
That whole movie I watched and I was like, fine. It's sad. Even at the end. Spoiler alert. He dies.
Chris
It's
Kyle
real.
dies. Gets murdered.
Yep. So even all that, I'm like, fine. What killed me was the end where they hang the thing, like the banner over the highway when they're driving through.
Yeah.
And it just showed you, like, I mean, it was messed up, but like he just had all this support, and the family had all this support, and they still do. It's just, and I really think, dude, Bradley Cooper got huge for that movie though.
He did.
He's like
He
massive.
got ginormous for that movie.
And wait, what's the other one? It's that and who's the one
it
with Mark Wahlberg?
Oh,
It's like another SEAL team.
yeah, another SEAL team. It's
Lone Survivor.
Lone Survivor.
Yeah,
That's
that was
another
good. Yeah. I just like war movies. I like the older ones typically more than more recent. I don't know what it is, like World War II, World War I kind of movies. You want to talk about like old war movies? The Patriot. That movie's so good, dude. Too bad Mel Gibson's racist.
Well, that is my favorite movie.
Yeah.
The Patriot. I think
That's your favorite?
that is my
number
favorite.
one.
That is my number one movie. I could watch that movie.
Yeah, but the end scene in Braveheart though.
uh,
Isn't that better than the whole movie? Freedom. My man.
Mercy.
Oh, dude.
Dude.
Let's not get into that.
Yeah, please. I feel for him.
No, you don't.
No. No, dude. Patriot number one.
It is
movie.
good.
I've
Rip
watched that
Heath
movie
Ledger.
multiple times, and I could watch it so many more.
The church scene is the worst, man.
Oh, he just gets
I
married.
know, my man.
Dude.
Down bad.
Dude is down horrendous.
Dude, that movie is like, I
I
think.
feel so bad for him.
Well, wait, was it after that when they go into the creek, and then like he like ambushes like all those soldiers? I forget. It's the scene where his son dies.
The scene where his son dies is, wait, which son?
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger. Okay, that is right after the church is burned.
Yeah, because his son
Heath
runs
Ledger
after the
after.
the Six-Fingered Man.
He,
Oh, that's the Princess Bride.
That's the Princess Bride. Okay. No, he goes after Lucius Malfoy. And
Oh my goodness, is that
you know
him?
that was him?
No.
Yeah, dude, that's him.
I mean, I haven't seen it in a while, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow. Yeah, that is him, but with dark hair,
Dark
not
hair.
blonde.
Yeah, Heath Ledger goes after. The Joker goes after Lucius Malfoy, and almost I don't know if anybody hasn't seen it. I'm sorry, but it's
I
been
don't
out
care.
since
Yeah,
2000.
they have no
So
excuse.
suck it up. He almost kills him. Ultimately dies.
Oh, right.
And then
Yeah.
Mel
He doesn't
Gibson,
have like a knife in his boot or something that
yeah. Mel Gibson goes absolutely ape doodle. You know, dude. I think the beginning of that movie is my favorite. Like when his one son dies.
Oh,
he brings
dude.
his other kids.
Wait. I remember.
And he just goes ham.
So I saw that movie maybe 5-6 years ago. Probably before that.
Yeah.
No, it was way before that because I was in high school. So it was like,
oh, wow. Yeah.
yeah. So I was in high school when I first
You're
saw
like
it.
45, so.
I am.
Yeah.
And then during COVID, Rachel and I watched it.
Yeah.
So I was married with Harper. And that scene where his daughter that doesn't talk, she goes, Papa!
Oh my
Dude,
God.
I was bawling. Dude, I was bawling. I was sitting there like just crying my eyes out. Rachel's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Is her daughter?" Anything with that stuff, man. Southpaw. That's my favorite movie.
Southpaw. What was that?
That's number one for me.
What's that movie with Jake Gyllenhaal? Prisoner.
Prisoner's good, but not my favorite. Southpaw is my favorite.
I haven't seen that.
Okay.
I need to see it.
It's good.
Where can I watch it?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll talk after. I don't know. But it's just my favorite movie of all time. And I've seen it, I don't know, at this point, 15 times because I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Forrest Whitaker's in it. Like, Forrest Whitaker?
See the guy in Rogue One?
Yeah, I think. But I always get him and a UFC fighter. I think it's Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker.
Okay, so the UFC fighter is Forrest Griffin then.
No, that's Peter Griffin.
No.
Oh, sorry, Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin. No, but in Southpaw, I've seen it just so many times. And I mean, back from high school, I just would watch this movie because I just loved it. Always just stone-faced at the movie. We had Harper, and she she was alive for like 2 weeks. And I was like, we were just kind of sitting there, and I was like, oh, let me just put this movie on. I think Rachel was in school still at the time, so she was at class. So I'm sitting there alone
with Harper
in our little basement apartment with Harper, watching this movie, and his daughter is like freaking out at him because it's like this whole conflict in the movie. And, at the end, of course, it's the Marvel kind of algorithm, like everything works out.
Yeah.
Kind of. But, and his daughter like just runs up to him and hugs him, and I was just crying my eyes out. I'm like, this stinks, man. Why am I crying? I've seen this. I know what's gonna happen, and I'm crying my eyes out at this movie. And it's crazy. I don't even think like Southpaw is the greatest movie alive. To me, it's number one. I love it. I always am entertained by it. I don't think I'll ever get sick by it. So that's why. But
what's your second favorite?
I haven't made the list, but I think Django Unchained.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just I really like.
Big Tarantino guy, huh?
No. Big Jamie Foxx guy. No, I'm just, nobody ever said that.
No one ever.
No, I just like.
Electro,
I just like the movie. It's a great story about, it's like John Wick, but a slave.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it's like a revenge movie. So you love John Wick, you love The Equalizer, you love The Accountant, like we talked about last week. It's that, but
Something
it's
about a guy with everything against him.
But it's a guy who's a
everything.
slave
Yep.
finding his wife, who's a slave, and he's just a bounty hunter now.
Yep.
Like it's the movie just is everything that is right about it is just at 100%. Like I don't think there's anything aside from the language, because the language is pretty strong. But it's also like you set yourself in that time. It's more realistic. And Leonardo DiCaprio is just amazing as the
glass.
Yeah, I mean that's
real,
insane. But
he actually cut his hand.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's just fantastic.
Yeah,
it's just such a good. I don't know if that's number 2, but I just like it.
It's up there.
When we actually have the movie podcast, I'll make a full list.
Yeah, we'll go like top 10 each or something.
I don't even know if I could pull top 10.
Okay,
For top 5,
top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5 each. Because I have my 3 already.
Top 10. Star Wars 1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6.
Just go all.
Just go to 6, not 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9.
Well,
Rogue One, 10. No, yeah, so I think that's good. I wanted to tell you though, a little off topic. This past week I went grocery shopping on I guess it was like Saturday. And I'm just walking around. I'm like thinking, I really got to be better about packing my own lunches for work.
Yeah.
I'm on the road all the time. So if I don't pack a lunch, I'm either not eating, which happens more often than not, which is not good at all for me. And
You need to eat.
well,
Okay.
I'm either not eating until I get home. So that means my first meal of the day, because like I said before, I don't eat breakfast. That means my first meal of the day is going to be at 5.
Heck no.
And then I overeat and it's not sustainable. Or I go and eat out, which number 1 is really expensive, and number 2,
That adds up.
9 times out of 10, the only things around me are McDonald's and Wendy's.
All right, we're back. We had to take 5 minutes because of an audio issue.
Yep.
So I kind of forgot what we were talking about. Something about eating out, meal prepping or something. Oh, you were talking about the grocery store.
Yeah, I was saying that I went to the grocery store, and
Yeah.
the reason was just because I was getting so sick of being basically forced to, eat out or not eat if I didn't pack my lunch. So
Right.
we were at the grocery store. Well, I was at the grocery store, and I'm looking around for things that I can pack for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And, typically I would just do like, I'm not a huge like sandwich guy. Like I'm not like, I've never been like, I'm just going to pack a PB&J.
Yeah.
That's just not.
Yeah,
for
me neither.
It's not. You're allergic.
I'm allergic to peanuts.
Wait, what was that joke that I heard? It was like, I heard this joke a while ago. It was like, back on like the World War I thing. It was like, we used to send our 15-year-olds to go kill or be killed. And now your kid can't even be near a peanut.
I consider myself disabled. I can't enjoy a Reese's without dying.
That's true.
I'm disabled.
You are not disabled.
Yeah.
You could write that on your employee application. Do you
I
have a
am
disability? Yeah, I do.
I need you guys to cater to my disability.
No, so I was at the grocery store looking around. Typically, I would just like buy chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we have a bunch of rice, so I would just do rice, chicken.
Rice is always nice.
Kind of like meal prep. Put in some Tupperware, and then that would be it.
It's the way to go.
Yeah, but chicken's like really expensive. I mean, just meat is really expensive.
Meat in general.
And I feel like for how expensive it is, you don't get a ton out of it. So I looked and I was like, I think it was like 4 pounds of chicken breast, which was probably around 5 chicken breasts.
Yeah.
Was like $12, $13.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm like looking at it, I'm like that's what I was going to buy.
Are we on a shortage of chickens or something?
No, meat's just expensive, man.
Yeah, sus.
That I could be, maybe it was $9, but even so, $9 just for the meat. And then, so I'm spending like $9 right there, and I'm getting 5 meals out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that bad, but I just wasn't. I don't know why, but I just wasn't feeling it. So I went over and I got. I ended up getting deli meat, and I'll just get some chicken, or I'll get turkey. And I looked, and there was ham. I was like, I like ham. And I also looked, and I saw bologna. I was like, I haven't had bologna in years. So I got some bologna. And then I saw salami.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm going to get some salami. So I actually ended up spending more.
just to make your own Italian sandwich.
Dude, I got lettuce. I got tomato. And I bought rolls, like Amoroso rolls.
Okay, yeah.
And I get home, and I'm like so excited. I get home, it's lunchtime. I was like, I'm making a hoagie. So I make this Italian hoagie. And we already had like Italian hoagie spread with, it's like the peppers, onions, vinegar.
Yeah.
So I did that on the roll. I did, meat. I did the hoagie. I did a ham, bologna, salami, lettuce, tomato. And I was like, this is really good. It's missing something. I was like, let me put some salt on it. I put salt, and Rachel's like, why are you putting salt?
All right, Grandma.
That's it.
Like literally.
She's like, why not pepper and oregano?
You are our grandmother.
Dude, and I was like,
you got the salt gene.
No. I knew it needed something, and I wasn't sure what, so I just put salt. And Rachel's like, deli meat is like the saltiest thing. Like, all right.
Your sodium could go any higher in your body.
Yeah, I was so bloated that night. My fingers were like balloons. And so I got so I ate the whole hoagie, whatever. And then the next day, this was now Sunday, I made it again. I was like, let me try it again. Let me make another hoagie. And I got the roll. This time, I drizzled olive oil on the roll. And I was like, ooh, got some oil in there. You know, same stuff, same meats, lettuce, tomato. But this time I didn't do salt, but I did pepper and oregano. I put the hoagie spread on. It was so good. But now I realize this. Like, this is a fantastic lunch I can make myself.
Yeah, dude.
But I'm the dumbest person alive for thinking that. Like, I'm sitting there eating this, and I'm like, why doesn't everyone do this? Why? I'm like acting like I just invented the hoagie.
The Italian hoagie?
Yeah. And I made it for lunch, so I had that Monday. So I had Italian hoagies 3 days in a row.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't do it today, or Tuesday or today. So I took a break because I was like, I've had a lot of deli
Dude's
meat.
poop's going to be like...
No, I did tuna.
like rocks. Absolute logs.
That's gross.
It's true, though.
Yeah. Well, I did the hoagie on Monday, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like sitting in my car eating. I was like, this is so good. Like, I kept sitting there like freaking like Ratatouille, like with my eyes closed.
Ooh,
that oregano. I realized after, like, why am I doing this?
You open your eyes, you look over, and somebody's just staring at you.
Oh my goodness. No, I always park in like a corner. I always park in a corner somewhere, like where like nobody can see me.
All right.
I don't want people looking at me while I'm eating.
Okay,
I keep like those flossers in my car.
Yeah, me too. Yep. Get that crap out of your teeth.
Yeah. But I don't floss normally.
You're saying you don't floss? Is that what the moral of the story is? You don't floss?
No, not consistently.
That's why I can smell your breath from here.
Yeah, well, that and I haven't brushed my teeth since 9 a.m. So, what, do you brush your teeth?
I brush a few times a day.
How many?
2 or 3.
Okay, I do too.
Okay, morning, night. That's good.
And I shower once a week.
You don't floss, though?
I do, but not consistently.
Okay.
That's my problem. Like, it's not every day.
Okay.
So, my problem is I'm like a toxic flosser. Like, you know, like a toxic girlfriend, like you just go back to, even though they're bad. I'm a toxic flosser. So, like, I floss.
And you hate it.
And then I hate it, and I stop for like 2-3 days, and then I go back and do it, and then my gums bleed again.
Yeah.
Because I haven't kept doing it.
Because you haven't kept doing it.
Yeah. And so I just keep up. So that's what I do. Like, I floss like every...
the dentist...
I think I floss every 3 days.
The dentists say, they're like, you got to do it every day. You got to do it every day.
I mean, you probably
should, but it's not going to kill you if you do it every 2 days. Every 3 days. But, then again, I'm not a dentist.
Well, I went a solid, 18 years without doing it at all. So.
Oh, yeah. Didn't you have like 5 cavities or something?
My record was like 8 at one time.
Okay.
And I have like really nice looking teeth.
You do have really nice looking teeth.
They're horrible.
You have the best looking natural teeth in the family.
Remember Sean? My teeth are small.
Sean said he has small teeth.
He had me dying with that.
I've never heard somebody describe their teeth as small before.
Yeah.
Bro's got tiny
Speaking
teeth.
of like toothbrush, actually, it's funny that we even got on this subject because I do have something I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh gosh.
Do you remember? I saw this on a post for something. Do you remember the Tooth Tunes toothbrush?
Yes,
dude.
That would like send vibrations through your teeth, and it'd be like
That's
music or something.
Like, I think it just has a speaker.
Yeah, Tooth Tunes. Yeah,
dude. I saw somebody post about it.
Rock out every morning
like,
with Tooth Tunes.
The Jonas Brothers song on. I don't think we ever had that.
No, we never had Tooth Tunes.
Yeah, Mom. We weren't allowed to watch Disney Channel.
Yeah, well, it's probably a good thing we weren't allowed to.
Why?
Disney's lame.
Tell that to Corey in the house.
Yeah, I'll give it to Corey in the house. Yeah. That show's awesome.
Yeah.
That show's awesome. Corey
bite your tongue, dude.
Corey in the house was great.
Yeah, that was it. No.
That was a long
It's funny
time
though
ago.
because I am thinking like Rachel. Were we married yet? I can't remember, but we were talking about something. And I never saw High School Musical, never saw Hannah Montana, never saw none of that. Like just
because
and
we had
she's like,
we were a family
"What?"
of guys.
Well,
We had no sisters. Yeah.
you're correct. We don't. So, but like she was just amazed by it. And then I think we had to have been on our honeymoon or something. Oh no, we went down to Maryland. Okay, so we went down to Maryland
I was about
and
to say, you watched High School Musical on your honeymoon, dude? What? Dude, what? Saucy.
No. So we were in Maryland and we were watching. It was just on TV.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, it's High School Musical, haha, what a throwback. And I was like, yeah, I've never seen it. She's like, what?
Like you just killed somebody
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
we watched it, and I was like, yeah, it's fine. But then the next day, the High School Musical 2 was on,
and you watched it.
and I watched it, and she was like in the shower, so she came out to me watching, and it was like on the baseball scene.
Oh,
Yeah,
nothing.
No, I just, she was like, are you really watching High School Musical 2? I was like,
Like, honey, shh.
it's like, I mean, Troy Bolton's about to win the pennant.
He's about to bat. He's up next.
I
Is he gonna hit the ball?
don't even think he was in that scene, actually. It was Corbin Blue.
Corbin Blue from Jump In. Dude, I remember a few years back, I was hanging out with a few of my friends, and we were talking about it, and I mentioned that I had never seen High School Musical, and my one friend was like, she goes, same reaction, huh? You haven't seen High School
It's that
Musical?
same reaction
It's, huh?
when you tell, and I'm sure you've gone through this, when you tell people you've never been to Disney World,
Yeah, it's,
right? You've never been to the Magical Place.
yeah, he's like,
And you're
"What?"
like, no.
No, dude.
Because my parents didn't want to spend $3,000 for 2 days. Come on.
So I said,
I
No.
do kind of want to go, though, because everybody makes it
everybody says you should at least go once in your life.
Well,
And I said, no.
who are these people? They're Disney agents.
They're
aren't they?
They're Disney people. That's
But then there's like a fine line, right? Like, I'm cool with going to Disney. I definitely want to take Harper. I think she would have a blast.
oh, she would love that.
Want to take the kids, 100%. And that's what it's for. But then there's a fine line, right?
You're not a Disney adult.
I was going to say that. I don't want to ever be near one. So
Yeah,
there's a
they're
fine line
weird.
between,
They're weird.
hey, we go to Disney every year because we take the kids. We go to Disney every 2 years because we take the kids, whatever. Or we are getting a babysitter for a week for our kids. And
We're
me and my wife are going to Disney. That's
And you post selfies of your Mickey hats and you're cuddling up next to Mickey.
if your Instagram bio has anything about Disney in it, I don't want to be your friend. It's just like it's like everybody has their thing, and if your thing's Disney, that's awesome. But like, grow up.
Yeah, man, that's great, but get a life.
No, I think Disney World's probably awesome. I just can't. I've never been. And every time, like Rachel's like, what did she say? Something like she's like, Brian doesn't even want to go. I'm like, yeah, you're right, I don't. But that's because I haven't
no
ever.
desire.
Well, I've never been there.
It wasn't a part of our childhood.
Right. So if you ask me, would you rather go there or like just the beach for a week? It's the beach. 100%.
Heck yeah, dude.
Why would I?
Heck yeah.
It's cheaper.
I would much rather spend vacation for a week at the beach
Yeah.
than Disney World and be around hundreds of thousands of people
Right, but I do think it's important
that
to
are
know.
all up my butt for 24/7, and they're just
Yeah.
smelly.
Well, but Nate and Chloe just went, and just the two of them, and
well,
and they had a great time.
yeah, I'm sure they did.
They had I think they had good weather. He said it only rained like one day. Like that's what I would. That sounds awesome.
Sounds awesome.
And I just think like it's kind of hard to judge like where I'm at with it because I've never been there. I think I'll go once, definitely with the kids, and judge it from there and be like, I never want to go back there again.
Yeah.
Which I don't think will be the case.
I'm sure.
I think I'll have fun.
I'm gonna go eventually,
Yeah.
but I don't see myself going there until way down the line. And whatever that means, I don't know. It could be a few years. It could be 10 years. I don't really
Just
care.
go with the boys.
Go with the boys, because I'm never getting married, apparently.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
I just said go with the boys. You could go next week. I didn't say you.
I know what you're implying, Brian.
Somebody is down horrendous.
Down horrendous.
Josh, are you down bad on your birthday? That's the title of the podcast.
Down bad on your birthday.
Yeah. Are you?
So anyway,
It's old Bold and Brash.
it's all bold and. Yeah, I did get a bold and brash painting for my birthday, so that was very nice.
Yeah.
I've always wanted one. It was hand painted.
You've always wanted them.
No, I'm dead serious. I almost bought one from Amazon last
Oh,
year.
well, that's nice that it was hand painted then.
It was hand painted. Thank you, Heidi. It was awesome.
Yeah, speaking of your birthday, though, I was thinking about it, right? Just about your birthday and podcast topics and stuff, and this is what I was telling you before.
Oh gosh, it's
What?
I don't know what this is.
I just wanted to kind of talk to you about this
Yeah.
because, this is your 21st birthday. So everybody, it's 21, 21, 21, you can drink, right? And you have, your convictions not to drink, and that's awesome.
Yeah, I have no desire.
So I started thinking, though,
What do I do instead of that?
we're going to give you an IV of vodka on the pot. No.
What?
No, I started thinking
The quickest
just about
way to get drunk.
No, just about just about alcohol, and a story came into my mind that you and I both had an experience with alcohol.
Okay.
When we were younger, we were at Longwood Gardens.
Oh.
And I don't even remember. I definitely was single. Rachel, we were dating, but Rachel was there.
Yeah, Rachel's there.
But we were just dating. I think we might have been 16.
Is this
Yes.
okay?
And we're
yeah.
standing there, and some guy is just being loud and obnoxious, and we got kids. He's cursing.
Yeah.
I think. You were there.
Yeah.
So if I was 16, you were 12.
I was 12.
And did Matt and Eric, did they have Katie yet?
No, they didn't have
Okay.
Katie.
So either way,
until-
but you were 12.
Yeah.
The guy's cursing, and I remember that very vividly. He was, just being rowdy, and
Yeah.
and Mom turns around to him and goes, "Can you please be quiet?" And then he just starts, "Whoa, you know what? I don't remember what he said, but it was not nice."
No, it wasn't. And
then-
I don't remember it.
And then Dad
Oh gosh.
stands right in front of Mom, right? And this guy's got like two heads on him, on Dad. Like
Yeah.
he's tall.
I do remember
he's a
that.
big guy. But I'm looking at him, and every kid's like, my dad could beat that guy. Dad would have murdered.
Dad's a Dad's a monster. Let's be honest.
That's a beast. But,
Dad's a beast.
but I'm just like imagining Dad like full on double legging him.
Oh
and just
my
taking
gosh.
it. And I think this was before we did jujitsu.
It was before he did jujitsu.
But Dad's
yeah.
got the college wrestling and everything.
Yeah,
Dad would have killed him. But
absolutely.
Mom does this, and I have this like playing in my head every once in a
I
while.
have one memory of what she said.
And she just looks at him. And like this is through Dad's like talking to him, "You better not talk to my wife like that. Hey man, you better back up.
Yeah.
You're being rowdy, you're being rambunctious, you gotta stop." And the guy's like, "Oh man," like and Mom just stands there and looks at him. "You smell like liquor."
That's what I was thinking.
Out of
Your
nowhere.
breath smells.
Your breath smells like liquor.
Dude, I
Out of
remember that.
nowhere. And I don't remember it. I'm sure it did. I'm sure the dude was
Yeah.
drunk. He probably was.
Yeah.
But that just, dude, it rings through my mind sometimes.
Yep.
Of just Mom just going,
Your breath
smell
smells like
like
liquor. Your breath smells like liquor.
because like, I'm sure the guy didn't care, but what a great just comeback. Like he's just like, "Oh, you guys are being trouble." And
What do
you're
you
just
say
like,
to that?
"Dude, you reek. You smell like alcohol, man."
What do you like? What is
It was so
what is the
pure,
response to that?
just
I
so
love it.
pure. So
I love it.
that was just like my brain's like the path my brain took of like 21 alcohol. You smell like liquor.
Remember Longwood Gardens however long ago?
Dude, it was so funny. Oh my goodness. And that was the one where we said you were single and
Oh no! We are not. We're
No,
not.
no.
We're saying that on
No,
this
I
podcast.
can't say that?
No,
Okay.
you can't say that.
that was fun. We haven't been to Longwood Gardens in a while. I'd love to take Harper.
Well, Danny lives like literally 10 minutes from there.
How long by horse and buggy?
Let's say 30 probably.
He's not allowed to have a car, right?
Not anymore. He's totally
So
Amish
wait,
now.
when does he grow the beard? And does he shave his mustache?
He does have a beard.
Does he really have a beard?
Yeah, Danny
I
has
can't
a beard.
imagine him with a beard.
Yeah, but he's not Amish. Dan's not Amish. Dan, you aren't Amish, right? No, you're not Amish.
Okay. Well,
No, he lives like whenever I go to his house, I drive by Longwood Gardens. I was like, that is really cool.
I heard this comedian once. He was talking about Amish people. I forget who it was. He's talking about Amish people. He's like, could you imagine just standing in a room with Amish people and then just hitting the stanky leg? He's like, could you imagine what they would do? They'd be like, it's a witch. I forgot who it was.
Dude, okay, I was talking to...
Oh my, I'm just dying at that.
That is good.
Just hit the stanky leg before they'd be like, oh.
He's a witch. Hang him.
Dude, if you grow up and you're like riding these stupid like horses and like...
Stupid?
Yeah. What?
Excuse me?
Fight me on that. A horse is stupid when there's a car next to it. What is the purpose of a horse when there's a car?
What is beef?
If not cow, persevering. No, like
Well,
seriously.
it's part of their religion, apparently.
Yeah, but my point is, like, there's a lot, like, in Christianity that we can look at and be like, we can't do that because we're Christians.
Yes.
And, you know, some things our fleshly desires would want that, right? But imagine riding a horse and then seeing a Bugatti drive by. I'd be like, oh, you know, like, that's gotta be so hard.
Dude, I think Danny knows somebody who left,
Oh, I'm sure.
like, the Amish culture.
Abby was telling us about that. Like, some guy that worked at the Amish market, like, left or something.
Yeah.
I forgot. There's like a whole, like, a TLC show about that. It's like I forget what it's called, but it's about these people that breaking Amish. No, I don't know what it's called. I forget. It's these Amish people that like straight up leave, and they're not allowed back.
Oh, no.
They're
You're,
completely
like, excommunicated. Yeah.
Yep. Your parents like disowned you, and so it's crazy.
What I don't understand, here's what I don't get. I can't
Just
remember.
why?
Well, I know there's Amish and Mennonite, and Mennonite are like a little more loose
Yes.
on their policies.
The Mennonites are the ones that you'll see in Ocean City.
Right.
Seriously.
Yeah. I can't remember, and I don't want to like say it's definitely the Amish or whatever. I can't. One of them, like, they have loopholes where you can use technology.
The Mennonites can use tech, but I
but-
think it's only for a certain amount of time.
Well, then it's Amish, I think, can use technology if they don't own it. So, like, I was driving in Pennsylvania and I saw an
Yes.
Amish person with a leaf blower. I'm like, what?
That
No,
might have
like
been a
with-
Mennonite.
like
though.
like a pack.
That might have been a Mennonite.
I don't think so, because there's a way to differentiate the two by their houses, and it's like with their shingles and stuff. It's crazy.
What?
Yeah, dead serious. It's really cool. So if you drive by a house, you can be like, "That's an Amish house."
Apparently,
That's a
they
Mennonite
call
house.
us the English, though. Have you ever heard that?
Well, we kind of are.
No, we're not at all.
I'm
Actually.
English, but we are American.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, we speak English.
That doesn't mean we're English.
Yeah, I speak English, so I'm English.
Okay. No, but they literally, apparently, like, the Amish people call us the English.
Yeah.
They
can call me
They
whatever
are
they
the
want.
true Americans.
They can call me whatever they want.
Yeah.
But who came to America first? The English, not the Amish.
You give me a history lesson?
Yeah,
The English, not
the English,
Amish.
not the Amish.
I guess you're right, but we're not English.
We descend from whatever. I couldn't care less.
I descend from das ist in light.
Micah speaking German. Remember?
What did he do with that?
Did you guys like have a voicemail?
Oh
in
yeah,
German
we
or something?
did.
I have a very
Micah
vivid
did.
memory.
Micah did. Yeah, I can't remember with that, but Micah did a lot, dude. That nowadays would get him canceled so much. Micah bought. He convinced everybody he was Jewish when he's 100% not. Well, I think like his grandmother is like 10% like Jewish. But they're not like religiously Jewish.
I know. I was about to say,
But,
that
like-
means he's Jewish.
No, but like Micah, for example, he just bought a yarmulke on Amazon, and we drove to Taco Bell, and I'm saying Taco Bell because that's where we just went there.
Yeah.
For food, and he had a yarmulke on. You know, I wasn't gonna ask him to take it off, whatever. But this is a kid I've known my whole life, and he just was never Jewish, and now all of a
he's
sudden he
just
is.
wearing a yarmulke.
Just mess it, and like you just go through Taco Bell drive-through, and then he just goes, "Oh, shalom."
Oh my
And
God.
I was like, "Yo, like you gotta stop, dude." It was like when he got his grandma's cataract glasses, and he just would drive with them on.
Dude, what the heck?
I was like, "Yo, stop." I gotta text him, man. I miss him.
I do miss him.
Yeah, that's funny, man. It's I don't even remember what we were talking about. Something about Amish. I don't know how we got there,
Dude, I don't even know anymore. I think it went from like Pennsylvania to Amish to something.
Pennsylvania Deutsch.
Pennsylvania Dutch to something like that. There was something, I have it on my list here.
Okay, let's do a fun little game.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you had to choose one country to take over the United States, which one would it be?
To take over the
Forcefully, not peacefully. And keep in mind that any country you select would be our new language, our new culture, our new overlords. Pick one country.
Switzerland.
That's lame. That's a lame answer.
Why?
Because they're just like,
Be the most peaceful takeover ever.
all right, take Switzerland off the map.
Okay.
I said not peaceful. It's going to be a war.
Oh, okay.
There's going to be a
Wait,
war.
I have-
They are going to win.
Does Sealand count?
No.
Oh,
A real country.
they're real?
No, it's not.
Wait, I do have one.
Are you Googling the country?
Yeah, because I don't know if it's. No, not that.
So my answer, for example, would be Australia.
Okay. Okay. Why Australia?
Because I wouldn't want England because they've already ruled over us once.
Okay.
And I think Australia would be the least amount of culture shock. And, you know, they already speak English, so we wouldn't need to change our language.
Mm.
Like, for example, if like Germany took us over, everybody's got to learn German.
So, I've totally learned German.
Mein Kampf. Just read it.
Australia. Wait.
What? Why not? Why not Australia? They speak English. They just have weird accents.
That's a continent.
Okay, but yes, but they can still like my
They're talking about like places like.
government. The Australian government.
Okay. Dude, you're really putting my.
You don't know?
Dude, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I just think like because Australia is like, and correct me, maybe I'm wrong about this, but
So we
I
have
said
to make
this-
our toilets flush backwards.
no.
Oh.
Well, maybe that's
That's how it is.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Why?
Dude, I don't know.
Well, then yes, we do have to. We have to change everything about it. We're gonna have Sydney 2.0 in California. I don't know if this is real or not, or like not. Obviously, it's not real technically, but I don't know if this is like just me that thinks this. I told Rachel about it. I feel like Australia and Australians are like you know how in America we look at like Louisiana as like those people are stupid,
No?
like because their accents.
Oh, okay.
You kind of like
yeah.
listen to them and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
you know, that's like how I feel like England looks at Australia. Because have you ever like listened to an Australian person talk?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Hugh Jackman.
I 100% disagree.
Hugh Jackman? Are you kidding me?
I feel like they sound like dumb English.
Well, English people just sound proper by nature.
Some,
Unless
not the
you're
people from Liverpool.
Unless
They're
you're Patty
great.
the
Yeah,
Batty.
he's from Liverpool, dude. They're like, whoa,
Yeah,
what happened there?
his voice is his accent's nasty.
I mean, Australia, the place is beautiful.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just listen to their accents. I'm like, what the heck? It just sounds weird to me.
I don't
No.
know. Maybe something.
Maybe they're just uneducated.
Maybe. A forceful takeover, something not peaceful.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if you can't answer it in like the next minute, move on because that's kind of crazy that you just can't think of one country.
I don't know, like Greenland or something. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know because you don't hear anything about them.
I guess that's fair.
You don't hear anything
so it
about
would be
them.
the United States of Greenland then?
The United Land of Greenland.
Oh yeah, because that word matters.
Yep. Because there'd be no more states. There'd be no more states.
one.
It's just one giant Greenland.
Oh my goodness.
You go from United States to just Greenland. No more
I
states.
think any
just one big
country-
blob.
Do you ever think about that though? Like if we got like attacked which like God forbid, man, that'd be horrible. But like if we got attacked, I think if they like straight up, like if Japan attacked us, they would go for California because it's right there. But because remember, the Earth is round, so.
You know, it's funny. I was thinking about that. Why the heck do people still argue that the Earth is flat when people from Japan
they have
fly?
don't even they have reasons. It's
that
crazy.
doesn't make any sense.
It's nuts.
They fly right around.
Yeah, it's
because that's the closest way.
yes. And like
What
Alaska,
do they meet the space turtle that carries the Earth?
I don't think that's the same.
There was an
Belief.
old theory.
Yeah, but that's
about
not flat earthers.
I know, but still, it's just funny.
But like Alaska and Russia are like this. Like they're so close.
Yeah,
It like I don't know, but people are, they'll believe whatever.
Yeah.
But my point is like, it's kind of scary to think about like, California is basically on the verge of like, just collapse anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So like if somebody just started like bombing California, like from like if Japan like just started attacking it,
don't tell them the secrets. Don't tell them.
I
our
would
weak
probably bet that the military leaders in Japan already know.
Don't tell them our don't tell them our weak points.
Well, I'm just saying Japan
They're listening
because it's close. But I think like it'd be crazy because I feel like California would sink.
Wasn't there a movie about that
That was the
with The Rock?
Yeah, dude, he's in everything. That was the San Andreas Fault.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's just because California is on a fault line.
yeah.
So, well,
Guess I'm never
Los
going there.
Angeles is. I don't know, but it could. I mean, Florida, they're saying could sink. So,
I feel like anything that is very much surrounded by water. I mean, California, I guess, is
it's just the coast.
yeah, it's just the coast.
It's just because of the fault line that they're saying.
Right.
But like Florida is like the majority of it is surrounded.
Yeah. Yeah, Greenland or Denmark. I don't know. I think it'd be hilarious.
Why?
I don't know because you don't hear much about them. When was the last
Yeah.
time? When was the last time you heard Greenland is going to war?
Never.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that would be the most. That would be the biggest underdog story.
I
in
do
the
think it's
universe.
funny though, like in the UFC, like the Russian fighters will come up and they'll just straight up get booed just because people are like, it's like back to the 80s, like Top Gun. They're like, we hate the Russians. That was like the golden age of film, like Top Gun and like Rocky 4. It was just everything was just like, we hate the Russians.
We hate the Russians.
It's kind of crazy that they made movies like that.
Oh my
Just
gosh!
straight
Yeah.
up like, we don't like this country.
Yeah. A lot of. I mean, dude, even cartoons were like that. Back in like World War II era.
Tom and Jerry.
I'm thinking like mainly Looney Tunes.
Well, that I kind of get that a little bit because like we were straight up.
Yeah, we're at
Yeah.
war.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, because I guess it was like the Cold War and stuff with Russia.
Yeah. Seeing some of those clips from old Looney Tunes,
Yeah.
it's just so out of pocket. It's insane. It's just out of. Just that's the best way to describe it. Out of pocket.
We're at about an hour, a little over. If you want
Hour
to,
and 10.
do you have anything you want Bring up. to? Yeah, thank you to our sponsor,
Who's our sponsor, Brian?
Joe,
Who's Joe?
Joseph Mother.
Joseph Mother. Not again. What? Oh, actually, I did want to ask one question.
Uh-oh.
Dude, this popped into my head. That shouldn't take too long because I don't know the answer. What the heck happened to Backpack Kid?
Who?
Backpack Kid. The kid who like
I don't know who that
popularized
is.
the floss dance with the huge backpack.
What?
He's like that really weird looking stick kid.
I don't know.
Let me
know who
pull.
that is.
Let me pull. Really, you don't remember?
No.
I be flossing.
That's the same kid.
That's the same kid.
He wore a backpack.
He was called Backpack Kid.
Man, people be getting famous for the dumbest stuff.
Look,
No, I know. Right when you said the song, I know. I didn't know he wore a giant backpack.
like what the heck? Russell Horning, also known as Backpack Kid, appeared during Katy Perry's song "Swish Swish." I remember that. While doing the floss, a dance which involves rapidly swinging your arms to the
Was I
front and
just-
back of your body.
Was
Actually,
I not
it's-
present for that?
What?
Was I not present for that?
No, you definitely were. It was a huge meme. They were on like SNL or something.
So I brought up.
Where the heck? Where
I
the heck
brought
is
up
this kid?
World War One movies, Tooth Tunes, making sandwiches, your birthday, that funny story with Mama. You brought up the backpack.
Oh gosh, he's like getting
Look,
shredded
we're
now.
not- I don't care. We're not ending the podcast on that note with the backpack kid.
But he's still posting, dude. Look at him.
ending racism.
God first.
No, he's not.
Ending
sorry. You're
racism.
not ending racism. Let me floss a little bit.
Holy crap,
Don't
dude.
be racist. Like, come on, man.
Holy crap. Look at just those thumbnails.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you think, come on.
Okay.
You can end racism by not talking about
Yeah, he's actually getting pretty big. Good for him.
How about you just stop looking at him?
He works out at Planet Fitness.
Oh, man.
Pizza Fridays. So we can't end on the backpack kid note.
No.
Uh
Yo, straight up, though.
oh. UFC.
Oh, dude.
Dude, Adesanya lost.
Garbage.
That was crazy. Was that a TKO?
It was a TKO.
Yeah.
I kind of knew it was going to happen.
That was wacky.
And I think I said that on the last podcast.
You did.
I said, like, if he catches him.
And Shang won as well. Zhang.
It's like Zhang.
Well,
Well, it's weird. I don't
She won as well.
understand, like, Chinese because the name is Zhang Weili, but they call her Weili Zhang. I don't get it. I really don't know, but I just say Zhang because...
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not even in question, dude. I said Zhang by murder.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she's going to kill her.
I didn't see the fight. Did she kill her?
She dominated her.
Okay,
She got her with a rear naked choke. Just completely dominated. Of
course.
It wasn't even a question. The Michael Chandler Poirier one was amazing.
I didn't see any highlights from that. It was really good.
Well, Poirier won.
Oh, he did?
He choked him out.
Oh, wow.
Rear naked choke. Dude, Poirier's an animal.
Yeah.
He fought Conor McGregor twice.
And beat him both times, right?
Well, no, he fought him 3 times. Lost the first one.
Won the second
Won the
two.
second two.
Yeah.
But the third one, McGregor's leg broke.
Oh, I remember
McGregor
that.
hasn't fought since. He's been,
Yeah.
but now McGregor's like 175 pounds of
Yeah,
muscle.
he's
He's
just
massive.
big.
But he hasn't been tested by USADA in like 9 months.
Mm.
So they're saying he's on roids and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, hey, whatever. But, I mean, the old UFC, dude, like...
Oh, dude, there were no
everybody was
weight
on roids.
classes.
Well, yeah. That was like the first... But when like George St. Pierre was in there,
Ooh, yeah.
everyone was on roids. Man.
Yeah.
Everybody. It's just... There was no real way to test.
Yeah, when are we
going
to get George St. Pierre back in the MCU, huh?
I mean, he would... Wait, didn't he die?
Did he die in the MCU?
I don't remember. Oh, no, I could see him in like Thunderbolts.
I would love to see
I
him
wouldn't be
back.
surprised if they put him in like a cameo.
would
If he hasn't
love
died,
to get
I
him
can't
back.
remember.
He
but-
was in something recent. I think he was in Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier. No, Captain...
No, yeah, he was. He was.
Oh, what was it? Captain Hawk? The Falcon. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Captain Falcon. What is wrong with me?
No, I think. Well, you interrupted. What were we
Sorry.
talking about? No, it's okay. I just wasn't.
UFC.
Oh yeah. So Poirier, they fought. I mean, I think he choked him out in the 3rd round.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like the last round of the fight, and Poirier was complaining that Michael Chandler was being dirty, and he was fighting dirty.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I kind of liked it though.
Like how?
So Chandler had Poirier's back,
Okay.
and he was trying to choke him out.
Ooh.
So he had his elbow.
Was he like grinding?
like a rear naked choke?
Yeah.
No, that's not there. I mean, that's
Well,
dude. You're in the
I
UFC,
don't
man.
know,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna grind your neck like
Yeah.
until he was taking his hand. So he's got him around. I'm trying to like visualize this for the people listening. He's got his elbow on his neck, so that's the choke.
Yeah.
And all he needs to do is lock. But Poirier was tucking his chin,
Okay.
so he couldn't get the choke.
Yeah.
So he's just crushing his chin.
Yeah.
No, Poirier's not going to tap to that.
No.
It's fucking Khabib, dude.
Yeah, of
He
course.
almost tapped Khabib out.
Right.
With a guillotine.
Yeah.
Like
Poirier's legit.
he's top notch. Man.
Yeah.
So Chandler was taking his hand and sticking his fingers in Poirier's mouth
Oh.
and pulling his.
Oh, he was like fish hooking him.
He was fish hooking him, but with 4 fingers.
Oh
Just
my.
straight up on his.
Why didn't they do anything? Is that legal?
No, I mean, it's like kind of a gray area. Like a ref would be like, "Yo, get your fingers out of it." But it's, and then if they do it again, then
Who is
take
the
a
ref?
point. I don't remember. I think it was Brett Okamoto. I think. But I mean, it was almost a week ago. So, but Poirier talked to the ref and was like, "Dude,
Yeah.
are you kidding me?" And then after Poirier was saying to Mike, he's like, "You're a dirty fighter, Mike. You're a dirty fighter." And then he choked him out.
Yeah.
So Poirier definitely after that. I love Michael Chandler. He's so entertaining
He's a
to watch.
great fighter.
Well, he is, but there was no world where he was going to beat Poirier. I was like, no, I couldn't believe that. The only way I think Chandler could have won was with something like the Tony Ferguson knockout.
Oh, like the kick.
Yeah, and I just didn't think that was going to happen. Like lightning only strikes, once in the same place. So that's just kind of how I was looking at it. But Poirier, man, he deserves a title shot. He's had title shots before and he's lost. I think he was the interim champ. But dude, he beat Justin Gaethje. Come on.
Poirier's
he beat
very
Conor
good.
McGregor twice. I would love. They're doing so. Islam Makhachev is the current champ, the lightweight champ. He is fighting Alex Volkanovski.
Ooh.
Volk's moving up from featherweight to try and beat Islam and be double champ.
Okay.
And they're doing that in Australia, in Volk's hometown.
Oh my gosh.
In Perth, Australia, dude.
That's gonna be.
It's gonna be.
That's
nuts.
gonna be an entertaining
They're getting
fight.
a full Australia card. So Volk deserves that shot more than anybody. Volk was the guy that I said Brian Ortega is going to kill him. And Brian Ortega gets him in a guillotine choke.
Doesn't he?
And he survived it.
Yeah.
He got out. And then he gets him in a triangle and he got out.
Yeah, he survived.
And I was like,
Brian's T-City, man.
Yeah, but I mean, Brian, if you watch the fight, that was like the fourth round. Brian was so tired. It was like he had no gas left.
Yeah.
But even so, it's Brian Ortega.
Yeah.
He is the triangle guy.
Mm-hmm.
So
and he still survived it.
When he did that, I was like, okay, he's got my respect. I like watching him. I want to see Volk win so much. I don't like the Nurmagomedovs. Khabib, great fighter, but it's like LeBron in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
How he's just like he's LeBron.
He's LeBron.
But do you have to go to the Lakers and build like the super team? You know what I mean? I feel like that's what Khabib's doing. Like, Khabib was champ. Okay, well,
and now he's like building.
Now his kind of cousin, Islam, is the champ. And I think it's his brother, is going to be the champ of Bellator. Like, he's fighting for the... Like, come on, man.
Khabib's just breeding fighters right now.
Yeah, and that's fine. These guys are animals. But I'm like, dude, I just want to see him get beat. I just want to see one of them get beat. They just don't lose.
So, something real quick with Adesanya and Pereira.
Adesanya won that fight, by the way. Pereira? I don't know. But I think I did that last time, too. Pereira TKO'd him.
Yeah.
But that was in the 5th round.
Yeah.
And this is the same thing with Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards. Technically, okay. Yes, they won. Pereira won.
Yes.
Leon Edwards won. Absolutely undisputed
But
champion.
you're talking about like technical wise, like
if
striking and stuff.
If they didn't do that move, if they didn't knock them out,
Adesanya,
he won the fight. If that 5th round ended, Adesanya won.
Yeah.
Now it didn't. So obviously, dude, Alex Pereira won. He's the champ. I'm not taking that away.
So what I noticed was, I couldn't watch the fight, so I just watched some highlights from the fight. Dude, they have the exact same body type.
Who?
Pereira and Adesanya.
They do, but Pereira walks around like 226, and he's fighting at 185.
Right, but I'm saying, like, if you look at their legs, their waist, their arms, it's exactly the same.
It's kickboxing.
It's crazy.
It's the kickboxing
just lanky,
frame. Yeah.
Lanky but strong.
They've got like
quick.
really like wide shoulders.
Yes.
Like really long arms, really long legs.
So it was crazy. I was watching it and I was thinking, I said, like, holy crap, this is the same fighter.
And like Izzy, when he came out after and he was like, it shouldn't have been stopped. I was like, dude, you were.
He was getting folded. He was starting to fold over.
The stoppage was absolutely correct.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Alex Pereira won the fight.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is, like, if Izzy just held off a little bit, he would have won. He would have won. It's just...
I think he wanted to go for the knockout.
I was kind of getting sick of Izzy anyway. I think the only person in the current champion...
He was like 28-1 at that point, right?
Yeah.
But now he's 28-2.
His only loss was because he tried to go up to light heavyweight, and he lost to Jan Blachowicz or whatever.
Right.
And so he never lost a middleweight. And
now he has.
Now he has. But I think the only current champ that I would be actually sad to see lose is Alex Volk. Everybody else, I'm like, I just don't have an attachment to it. I really liked Charles Oliveira. I was sad about that.
Yeah.
I really liked...
good fighter.
Yeah.
That was a fun fight to watch.
Who was the last bantamweight? Bantamweight's been weird lately. I mean, Francis Ngannou's amazing.
Oh, my
but
gosh,
if John
yeah.
Jones comes, John Jones killing him.
Francis Ngannou.
John Jones is going to kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, Glover Teixeira,
Okay.
a light heavyweight.
Yeah.
I like his style. He's very humble, Brazilian.
Dude,
like,
I'm so bad with names.
but he lost to Yuri Prohaska, who's like a samurai, like an actual samurai. The dude's nuts. There were like these things coming out about him, and they're like, yeah, he spent like 3 days in the darkness,
Oh my gosh.
like just in complete darkness, alone, without food, without water.
Those
Just
are the scariest guys.
Like and they were like to get rid of his demons. I was like, oh, so
those
this guy
are the
is insane.
Those
Okay.
are the scariest guys.
Yeah.
Remember that Key and Peele I sent you? It's
No.
it was it was Key and Peele, and they were pretending to be fighters, and Peele is like, I'm gonna mercy kill this guy, and then it's Key, and his eyes are like really wide. He goes, I was chosen by God to fulfill this mission.
Well,
And he starts like crying.
yeah, but that was Muhammad Ali. That was Khabib.
Yeah.
These guys that are sent, and granted, they're talking about Allah, but that's what they talk about. They're like, Khabib's going against McGregor. McGregor's like, have a shot of whiskey, and he's like, I never drink. No, why you do this? I never drink.
I was chosen by
Why
God.
you run away? I take you into deep water. I'm like,
It's-
that's
it's-
so scary.
It's terrifying.
Like he tweeted at Conor McGregor, I will take you into deep water and drown you. And it's like, that is horrifying.
They're like the scariest threats.
Yeah.
They're so much scarier than being like, I'll shoot you.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're at an hour 20.
We're a minute
So
in.
I think we're good.
All right.
What do you think?
Yeah. This is a good place to stop. Hour and 20 minutes. Once again, it went by really quick. Do you have any parting words until next week?
My boss makes $1. I make a dime. And that's why I poop on company time.
Wise words, Brian Cummings.
No, I had something that I wanted to play before we left.
What do you
but
mean play? We're gonna get copyright striked, Brian.
I think I lost it.
What? What, dude? What
No,
is it?
I think I lost it. So I had something like a video I was gonna play with like really funny audio.
Oh.
But I can't find it now. So
Oh, okay. Well,
maybe next time if I can find it again, I'll play it next time.
all right. Well, thanks for tuning in, and yeah, that's it.